But what today is a very special class, that what I wanted to, even the recording, to go to the people, because it's a long weekend, so everybody's out there having a holiday or a rest or some nature time or my time, is coming into the place of acceptance where you are at in life. It is very, very, very important that, hi, Rebecca, my love to you both with your space of loss, but also it's just lost the form. It has not gone anywhere. It's just there. We all go through with our beloved pets. So yes, I'm sure it's there. So to accept where your life is at this very moment is very important, and you decide whether you really wanted to use your ego to say all the conflict thoughts about it to being right, or asking it to serve the rightness into you, or you can just move on, or you can be in the space of the hindrance. So some of you have said, I will have my perfect life when I go into that holiday, or to the destination, or to the house, or to the land, or to the finance, or when I lose some weight, I will be happy. But it is not true. If you can't be happy with what you are at this very moment, you will never be happy when you have achieved those places. How many things we have achieved that we want to achieve, and there is something still missing in us. So to come into that place, use the practice and find that little indications that comes to you as that you are navigating out of the alignment. You might be someone like you swear when things are not going, or you might be someone throw things, or you might be someone upset the breath, or whatever it is. You're the one who knows. I know when we go on the road, when we are moving into another line, it indicates on the tire that we are out of the track. So something like that, find to yourself that you are moving away from the track, and to use your breath to come back into that place. Hi, Dr. Michelle. So this is very important, because the life is not going to come. Good morning, Dr. Michelle. That is going to be perfect as you think. And thought is not definitely in the practice. Use the thoughts, but it is not in the practice. So now, saying that, the acceptance to yourself and becoming more true to yourself, you will hear that the voice of the soul, not verbally, not in an imagination, but you will feel it's more correct than the imagination or the pictures. And you will have your voice more and hearing more of yourself, not the chaos of the world. When you stop blaming the chaos of the world, and when you become more creative and more conscious and more true to that space. So allow the practice to bring into that place. So we'll start with some breathing techniques. It's always in the breath. It's always in the breath. So now sit very gently in a comfortable position and start feeling the space a bit more, not by the mind, but by feeling. How do you feel through your feet? How do you feel through your fingers? How do you feel the skanda, the space of the body that you're holding? And you may have to do, instead of panicking and doing a major shift in the posture, just start giving your times and allocations to gentle openings, whether it's the shoulder, whether it's the chest, whether it's the fingers, the way you hold, whether it's the feet. and start connecting back into the larger version of yourself, not just this body, but how does the flow support the body, the earth? How does the breath support this body? How does the feeling support this space of the body? Not just the thought. Now, when you come into a place, very gently, shoulders roll back and opening up that chest. Take a deep breath in and breath out, and very gently collapse the spine into a seated cat. Breathing in, shoulders roll back, opening up the chest. Breathe out into a seated cat. Breathing in, shoulders roll back, opening up the chest. And breath out. Now take a deep breath in. And this time, completely breathe out. Now lock the anus, lock the navel, lock the throat, and bring that energy up into the space of the heart and the space of the forehead. Very gently being in that space of coming home, the acceptance. There is nothing need to be fixed. And no more breathing in this space. If you need to breathe in, you can gently take a subtle breath in. But the bandhas are locked and you're holding that space. You're taking a break from the mundane. Now very gently breathe out completely and flush the air out of the space of the end of the spinal column. Now take a gentle breath in and breath out halfway, and out breath only. Allow the belly to heat on the back of the spine, on the out breath. Don't worry about the in breath. You're breathing in much more oxygen than you think. Now breath in, breath out completely. Lock the anus, lock the navel, lock the throat. So the bandhas. Bring the energy onto the space of the synchronization of the heart and the mind, into that space of you are aware of your body, you're aware of the thoughts, you're aware of this whole idea of your ego, personality. Now that is the space of the acceptance we are talking about. Otherwise, you're hindered only on the mind and the thought. It doesn't have a long journey. Bit more, bit more. If you need a little bit breath, you can just give a little bit breath rather than just panicking in and try to feel like you're suffocating. Now breath in, breath out. Now breathing in and out quickly as possible. Take a gentle breath halfway, in and out quickly as possible. Don't activate the shoulders. Just allow that belly to function. Just allow that nostrils to open up. Let's create the space in the brain that you are giving enough air. Breath in. Breath out completely. Anus locked, navel locked, throat locked, bandhas are locked in. Keep the chin slightly up. Bring that energy into the synchronization of the heart and the mind, coming into a place of oneness, coming into the place of the spirit, the soul, that you are no longer separated by the idea of the other. Navigating everything that has been moved out back into the space of the home. Breath out completely and flush that air through your feet, through your knees, through your hips, through your spine. Now take a deep breath in and coming into the Vishnu Mudra, gently closing the right nostril and breathing out through the left nostril. Breathing in through the left nostril, close the left nostril, bring the air into the space of the third eye, pause it, breathe out through the right nostril. Breathing in into the count of 4 from the right, close the right, into the third eye, 4, breathe out through the left, 4. Pause, breathing in the left, pause on the third, breathing out, pause, breathing into the third eye, pause, breathing out through the left, pause, breathing in through the left, pause, breathe out through the right, pause, breathing in through the right, breathing out through the left. Now let go the mudra, anus lock, navel lock, throat lock. Hold the bandha if you can for 2 minutes. If you need to breathe, you just breathe in, it's okay. One more minute to go, if you can. Twenty seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. Gently breathing in. Take the whole breath, feel that body encompassing the whole breath. And breathe out and flush everything, releasing the tension. Now very gently, heat up the palms. And very gently using the heat of the palm around the eyes, around the throat, behind the earlobe, behind the neck. And if you need the energy to come back again, just heat up the palms again by rubbing the palms. And just leaving the palms on a place where you feel the energy has stagnated and you need the flow, whether it's a cramp, whether it's a ache, whether it's a pain, whether it's an organ you would love to bring its energy flow. Now relax. Now take a deep breath. I'm going to move the camera towards the Darren. Very gently take a deep breath in and twisting the spine to the right side, somewhat very gently pulling. You need that massage of the belly. So you push the belly into the spine and you open up the chest and you stay there for at least for a minute, very gently allowing the shoulders to be open. After finishing your first breathing, empowering your just self just to be. Now back to the center. Change the directions of your legs into the other side. Take a deep breath in, shoulders relax. Elongate the spine, twisting the spine to the opposite direction. Try to step into furthermore of the openingness and allowing yourself to hear the body. Feel the breath. See, where you cannot go, the breath can go. Where you cannot force, the breath can be. Breathing in, coming back into the space of the truth. That always remind us, just it's all right to be in this place of acceptance. Now very gently take a deep breath in and stretch the neck to the right side. Start feeling that you're bringing the neck, bringing the alignment home once again. Whether it's a yawn that you have to release, whether it's a breath that you have to release, the breath that you have to take to return to yourself. Breathing in back into the center, stretching the neck onto the opposite direction. Now, all these postures, breathing, pranayama, asana, dharana, concentration, dhyana, you are coming to you. You start understand that it is just to be with you. Not the personality, not the gender, not the role. Back to the center. Now very gently take a deep breath in and walk those palms into the front. Drop the elbows, keep the buttocks on the floor, and very gently start stretching a little bit. And while you're stretching a little bit away, you're still connecting into yourself. And that's all. Now, very gently, even if you can drop the elbows furthermore, if your butt lifts up a little bit, that's fine. Now turn the palms to face up and breathe in. Now get the directions from the space of the soul that inspires your body, inspires your breath, inspires your movement. And you could now very gently see the heart is rhythmically coming into that and directing you to you. Now very gently, while the palms are open, Hold on to the back of the neck and very gently give a massage to the back of the neck. By the elbows and the armpits are totally open to the space of the gravity. Only you can breathe life back to yourself. No one can do that. Only you can feel your inner peace. No one can see that. Only you can connect to your truth. Only you can be yourself. No one else can be. Now very gently breathing in and coming back. Shoulders roll back, 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 roll back. Now shrug the shoulders up, tilt the head back and massage the C1 and C2 spine. Now while tilting, open and close your jaws. Honor yourself, the gift of breathing, gift of eating, what this body has offered you. But coming into that space with the deep understanding, embrace them. Don't wait until a limb being taken off to be embracing them. Because then it's not embracing, then it's saying, I need this. Chin to the chest, breathe out. Now very gently take a deep breath in. Lift up the chin, arms stretch onto the sides, clench and unclench, give a good rotation, keep spreading them, keep spreading the space of the scapula. Now Garudasana onto the right side. Coming onto the eagle pose, right on the top, and taking a deep breath in, and just come into that space of yourself through the Garudasana. Now completely breathe out and bring the elbows onto the belly and completely on the Garudasana, coming onto the space of the cat by holding the Garudasana. Breathing in, push the elbows up, stroke the third eye up to the crown and spread the wings wider and twist the spine to the right and awaken the true potential. Awaken your lungs, breathing into your life and allowing your body to express that you fully understand the space of you. Breathing in, gently coming back and change the formation of the legs. Take a deep breath in, Garudasana left on the top. So no longer you're sitting in the background, no longer you're sitting in the space of the future, no longer you're sitting on the side of someone or something. You're expressing that you have totally aligned with this space. Words are important, thoughts are important, but not as important as losing yourself. When you lose respect to yourself, you have truly lost. Take a deep breath in, breath out completely into the space of the cat. You're no longer running away. Because you never heal by running away. By running away, your anger will hold inside. That comes with depression, and the depression comes no expression. With no expression comes death. With death, we no longer become who really we are. Poetically, death means the life is no longer have a purpose. Take a deep breath in, spread the wings wider and twist the spine to the left. And don't come into this place of fear, losing yourself again. Breathing in back into the center, shoulders relax and chest open. Now very gently coming into a down phase, very gently. So you walk the palms, you very gently opening up the hips, and you express how you feel deep, and you travel with the posture, travel deep with the breath. And also there is a element that you're bringing into your soul to the bottom of the eternal wall. Express what is inside. As you express, you release it. As you release it, it's the fragrance of the peace. It's the fragrance of the freedom. It's the fragrance of the peace of letting go. Now very gently left leg up into the back. Give a good rotation to that foot. Now very gently bring that left knee onto the left chest. Breathe out. Breathing in, stretch back. Left knee to the left elbow. Breathe out. Hold this posture, stretch back. Left knee onto the right elbow. Hold this posture. Breathing in, even it says to give up. Left foot into the front. Now see, you're not clinging onto the floor. You're not clinging into the body. You're not clinging into the breath. Now you are sitting outside of your body. Arms stretch into the back. Give a good rotation to those clench and unclench. Arms raise onto the crown. Now 6 deep cycles of breath. Now you have moved away from the chaos, but you're looking into from the eye of the hurricane, not from the hurricane. Every out breath, you're breaking down a barrier, an obstacle, the things in the way of the space of the soul. Breathing in, arms raised onto the crown. Interlacing the fingers, palms facing up, bend the knees, sit deeper, opening up onto the feet of Bhadrasana, onto the right. Left palm facing up. Now you're honoring the path of yoga. Path is that leading you to who you are. Path that guides you to who you're supposed to be. Real space. And more you become that. And allow the posture to be that space of pull out from what is blocking you as you go deeper, whatever comes up to you. Left palm facing up, take a mudra to represent yourself, that you're going deeper into yourself. Now you could see what are the ropes that tangling, untangle them. Ropes of thoughts to your heart, to your soul, free yourself, untangle all those, and start very gently from inside, gentle arch, breathing in, back to the center, elbow onto the knee. Now right shoulder roll back a few times. It might be feeling a little bit tight. Stretch up to the ceiling if you can. Breathing in, clench and unclench. Right arm reaching into the front. And bend the knees deeper. Right arm reaching onto the floor. Touch the floor. Left arm reaching up to the ceiling. Clench and unclench. Open up, open up. Left reaching into the back. Touch the floor. Now very gently drop the back knee onto the floor, holding onto the front knee. Lunge a little bit forward and backward. Untangle the ropes. Untangle the harness of the hip. Now very gently take a deep breath in, palms onto the floor, into a plank. Stronger plank. Lower plank into the chaturanga, otherwise drop the knees. Breathing in into up face. More accept yourself on the space of the up. Begin to trust yourself. Trust yourself is to embrace the true self. Breathe out into the down phase. Now in this down phase, because the body has gone through a lot today, drop the knees and stretch the spine. Just for a moment, now you're embracing the space of your truth, not the separation that's coming out of your voice. Now you are following your true self, not anyone else. Because you start feeling the space of the kaya, the body. You start trusting the space of your mind, manas. You start following your soul, chit. As you walk from your soul, you truly see the essence of life is being you. Crawling and bringing the chest into the front. Keep the tailbone up for a while. Allow your heart to be open onto the gravity of the flow. Truly open up. Now drop the belly, breathing in into a Bhujangasana. The heart that is open is never broken. Overlooking onto the right side. Back to the center. Overlooking onto the left side. Back to the center. Heart of the mind is broken. Back to the center. Breathing in into up phase. Breathe out towards a down phase. Allow the past to go. Keep the space, future to unfold, not the grief of the past and have victory over that. Sit in the presence with the posture. Right leg up into the back, give a good rotation to the right foot. Right knee to the right chest, breathe out. Breathing in, stretch back. Right knee to the right elbow, breathe out. Breathing in, stretch back. Right knee onto the left elbow, breathe out. Breathing in, stretch back. Right foot into the front. Arm stretch into the back, interlacing the fingers. Drop the shoulders, drop the shoulders. Sit nowhere on the body. Arms raised onto the crown. 6 deep cycles of the breath. Accept, unfold, fond of the path, breathing in that space of the faith, just being you. Even the dark side, you have seen you through the light of the day. Arms raised onto the crown, opening up onto the Virabhadrasana. Find the balance again. Shoulders drop, space. Beauty of breathing into the being. Unite with, honor with gratitude for being. Take a mudra, gentle arch to the back. Start embracing the importance of that space again by completing a breath that touches the space of the soul. Feel the love of a self again. Feel the appreciation for the moment. Gently coming back, elbow onto the knee. Left shoulder roll back a couple of times if it is holding a weight. Gently stretching up the arm, rotation. Every breath is a reminder of the gift that comes to life. Left reaching into the front. Touch the floor. Take a deep breath in, right arm reaching into the front. Clench and unclench up to the ceiling. Honoring you, honoring you. Right, reaching into the back, touch the floor. Drop the back knee very gently, holding onto the front knee. Just taking the stand of breathe life back into the space of the soul. Now very gently lift up the space of that energy. Until you lift up that space of the energy, you will never see the lift in the world. You will never see the unity in the world. You will never see the unity in the family. Because you push yourself out from the world. That's why you talk about the world too much. Arms stretching to the back. Arms raised onto the crown. Spread the wings wider and touch the floor. Push the hips front and into the back on this posture. So you release the tension further and then very gently into a plank. Lower plank, otherwise drop the knees. Up face, breathing in. Breathe out, down face. Breathing in into a plank. Up face. Down face. Breathing in into a plank. Drop the knees. Now very gently rotate the hips from the space of the presence. Wider rotation onto the other side. Push the hips into the front. Push the hips into the back. Knees wide apart, palms facing up. Very gently acknowledging the connection to the feeling of the body. Feeling of you're sitting in front of the door, or you have opened up the door to the home. It's a greater feeling. That we so long cried, well, we suddenly found home. My tantrum was I was lost and I was screaming for help. Help to be found my home. The space we allow is a space to nature, to be loved and love of self. But your practice, when you come back, you never given up. Now very gently, knees together, child pose, drop the shoulder blades. Greatest thing is the pose of the innocence, the child. Becoming that child. Space where you can open the heart. It was all your mind that actually led you astray, led you away from the truth. The thoughts of what life was supposed to be. Now you nourish your mind by feeding the right thoughts, the body with the right breath, right alignment and food, and your heart. Now, what grows out of it is the soul start blossoming, flourishing. The light from inside you is the lights, the path in front of you. Very gently wake up the spine. Very gently sitting in the Vajrasana, allowing and sitting the breeze of the truth to whisper you. The breath, the breeze that when you're lost, that brings you into that space of clarity. Just yourself. Now very gently lift up onto the knees. Always be gentle with this posture. Right arm reaching up to the ceiling. Into the back, open up few times. And very gently holding onto the hip. And very gently left arm opening. And very gently allow the kidneys to be buoyant, heart to be open. Every posture is a kindness, a reminder to take care of that space. When you find the true comfort of this posture, whether it's a mind triggering or the body triggering, just take a deep breath in and go back to a gentle child pose. Shoulders relax and just open. Allow yourself stepping into that space of that consciousness that brightens, radiance, the glow. Shadowed by our ego, shadowed by our false bodies, shadowed up. Now every part that was broken is a space of the light moving in and out. It's just breaking the old armor, nothing else. Wake up the spine one vertebra at a time. Take a deep breath in and stretch the legs into the front. Give a good shake. You have come so far in this life. Give that energetically shake, releasing the tension of the feet. Now take a deep breath in, sole of the feet together, knees wide apart. Take your hands and very gently allow the feet to be respected. The feet that has taken the beating with work, with walking. Let that space have a little bit of gratitude by giving a massage, creating some acupressure wherever it go through the toes, go through the natural curving. Allow the feet to feel the beat of your heart. Now allow your practice to see the true abundance of the space that you're in. Now very gently Take a deep breath in. Bring the knees together. Breathe out, holding onto the knees. Breathing in, arms raise onto the ground and stretch the legs. Take the pressure off the body and the mind. Breathe out, knees to the chest. Breathing in. Breath out. Breathing in. Chin up, back straight, shoulders roll back. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Breath is your new life. Breath in, growing back to you. Breath out. Breathe the life back to you. Breath in. Breath out. Goodness into the space of the heart. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out, knees to the chest. Now very gently stretch the legs onto the floor. Take a deep breath in and slightly bend the knees, slightly feet apart. Pull the bum out. And take a deep breath in and rolling from the hips and get the lower rib cage onto the upper the thighs, then to the knees, middle rib cage. So it's not a pulling. So if you pull, you create the old trauma. If you surrender very gently, shoulders relax and keep that chin up and try to get the chest down rather than head down. Take a deep breath in, piece by piece. Allow the posture to grow into you. Posture to grow into the soul. Start living in that posture now, not thinking that if I do a full Purnasana, that there will be a better vision. No, the better vision is the vision that's seen now, that opens up in front in this part, opening the heart. You only see the way to peace, nothing else. Just being. Breathing in very gently, coming back, shoulders roll back, palms onto the floor, feet drawing onto the mat, lifting up the hips. And ignite, 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 ignite. Excite, excite. Feet drawing onto the mat, into the front. And breath out very gently, dropping the hips very gently. Now very gently drop the elbows into the back, opening up into the Matsyasana. So some of you might get the crown of the head onto the floor, but if not, you can use a bolster if this is too hard. But actually, this is not that hard. Now, you could see some of your chest is dropped. Now, you cannot drop the chest. You have to lift up, truly fact that greatest strength. Tilt the head back, opening up the throat. Now, very gently chin to the chest, breathe out and drop the elbows and lay the body down. Now, very gently, knees to the chest, forehead onto the knee, completely breathe out. Now, change the perception of doing. Now, doing with a supported back. Now, very gently, arms stretch onto the sides. And very gently dropping the knees onto the right side, head turning onto the opposite direction. Embrace, become embracing with the support of the gravity as a support. Enjoy that space. Listen to the rhythm of the space of the heart. Go with the flow. Breathing in very gently, coming back, knees to the chest. Dropping onto the other side. Begin to realize you can be the only one who can stop you being who you want to be. Opening up. Overlooking onto the opposite direction. The breath is the whispering sound of the trust. When you're lost, come back to the breath. It just says it's all right to be you. Breathing in back into the center. Knees to the chest. Forehead onto the knees. Lock onto the toes now. Now very gently stretch the legs up. Drop the back of the head. Now feet wide apart. Now some of you might trigger your hips. If that, then bend the knees. Otherwise, shoulders relax, chest open. Embrace the space. Embrace the path of the energy. Embrace more open to the posture. Now you could see the path that you were restricted is now lighting up. Now not only flow, but the glow also happening. Now very gently, knees to the chest. Now very gently give a good rotations to the knees. Do whatever you need to do, wider rotation. Sole of the feet onto the floor next to the hips. Now very gently palms onto the floor. Tuck the tailbone under. On the out breath, very gently peeling off the spine one vertebra at a time. Ignite the passion, the space of the spine. Back to the home. Now take a deep breath in and coming down one vertebra at a time from the cervical spine to the thoracic to the lumbar. Allow the spine to reconnect, walk in the true alignment. Now maybe about 6 repetitions and connect into the awareness of the spine. When you become the awareness of the spine, believe me, you have a trusted spine to be who you want to be. An awakened spine. An awakened spine with oneness. An awakened spine that do not shy. An awakened spine has the possibility to be silent. An awakened spine that doesn't allow you to hide behind the pain. Few more repetitions with your own timing, deep inside. Contract the glutes, not your hamstrings, coming down. Very gently allowing your body to relax onto the floor, knee to the chest, just to take some static out of the hips, releasing the tension. And very gently allow your body to relax onto the floor. Layering down all your armor, palms facing up, shoulders relaxed. Releasing the tension of the struggle that holds on the body and the breath and the health. Take a deep breath in and breath out, releasing the doubt, the fear of the world, releasing the tension of hurting yourself and the others. So gently take a deep breath in, breath out, and release all the emotions. The more emotions are there, more you hold anger. You become a righteous hatred person because there's hate, because always you feel that one party is losing and that party is not being looked at. Take a deep breath in, breath out, and ask the inquiry, is this the life, my true life? Constantly fighting for a battle that is even not me? Take a deep breath in. When the breath whispers, this is not the life. This is not living your life. Breath out. Ask yourself, you only can live your life by consciously being you, the real you. Just spend this time. Doesn't have to be hours or minutes. The consciousness has merged into the flow, the glow, peace. Breathe and become more of that space. Now the world portals will open up to you, not to the separation. Now your old friend will start coming back to change the mind. When you see the space of the body changing, the mind will follow it. Take a deep breath in to embrace this space that you found. Breath out, things no longer serves you. Now, whatever you have got stuck, whether you got stuck in a thought, stuck in a fear of losing, fear of losing. Remember, thoughts comes and go. There is no truth into it. Ask yourself who holds it. It's only you. Ask yourself what can dissolve it. Only the practice. When I'm lost in the world. Even you might be doing greater things, talking about greater things. It's all disillusioned. The more you get disillusioned, more it takes over you. It will only destroy the life that was meant to be you, because it's tangled. You have become the ego. Take a deep breath in and learn to let go whatever is pondering. Release that thought. Release that emotion. See any blockages in the body, breathe in into that space and learn to love into the space of the unity. More you're waiting for the right and wrong, more you will hate yourself. See the life that blossoming at this very moment around you. Why are you hurting people who cares and loves you? Because you are not being you. Why do you even fear of being loved? Now take a deep breath in, feel the feet, feel the toes, feel the fingers, that you're being in the space of alignment. Very gently bring the knees to the chest. Now very gently rock the spine gently, waking up that space of embracing that spine. Now rock the spine coming into a seating posture. Take a deep breath in and twist the spine to the right. Back to the center, onto the other side. Back to the center. Arms raised onto the crown, cleansing the space and the aura. Palms onto the namaskar position. Embracing the space and the voice that comes through the unity. Chanting a single Om. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath in, arms raised onto the crown. Cleanse the space and the aura. And creating what was stripped from you, the joy of being you. That sea crumbles all the walls of the past. Gently touch the earth, respect, and light begin to filter from this very moment. Begin to see clearly the potential of you. Gently coming out of that space of the practice. Palms onto the namaskar position of the self that has realized the self. Namaste. So it was a very good class because you're going for a long weekend. And if you're some of the people that on the medical field or other fields that couldn't take this holiday, that you are in the service of humanity and people. So let this class be the space of that. It's a very deep healing class you went through. So today is a detox day, salt to take that excess water out that we stagnate and holding. I'm saying this because I'm going through that. I sometimes think, oh, I didn't eat much, but I look fat. But it's not, it's just the water retention to my other complications. So use this to be kind to yourself. And I have great doctors like Dr. Michelle and others who looks after me. so that I live long to serve this purpose for you guys and to myself. I'm being me, being honestly, I've been me more than ever before. No one else to follow. I have unfollowed everyone and I start following myself. I'm the only fan of myself. And start doing that for yourself. And enjoy the life. It's great seeing you all. And I'll see you next week with another wonderful class. And thank you for letting me be in your house and bedrooms. I must be the most trusted person in your life. Thank you. Love you all. Bye.